Yes, igama lami nguzweli noKhatywa kanti ke siyimbadu sikwi-Way of Life Church ndinenyweba ke ngoku apha ecaleni kwam ndinaye usisi kambe ke ndiyawuba andimbizi kakuhle uba ndithi ngusisi manditsho ndithi ngukumkanikazi wokuthetha kunomathotholo i-Queen of Talk Radio kuba ngaba ke ufuna ukuyibeka ngolo hlobo usisi omaziyo usisi Criselda Kananda sake sive kuye ke into yoba yintoni embeka apha yaye umyalezo wakhe uthini namhlanje sisi masikwamkele kwimbadu.
Enkosi kakhulu.
Usis Criselda useKapa namhlanje. Khawusitele ngiqaba nje ba yintoni ekubeka eCape Town.
Ndifumene invitation from uPastor Xola Sikhosana nonkosikazi wakhe kuba ndizovisitela iWay of Life. This was 6 months ago and it was just a light conversation nje kuba ngaba izama nizothetha nathi. I did not even realize how much God wanted for this to happen. At the time, and it finally happened.
And your involvement in the kind of work that you do, how did it start and where did it start?
It started many years ago when I was told that I'd be dead in 2 years. And coming from a nursing background and being a Christian, when I started questioning a doctor telling you which was abungaseko in 2 years, I realized which there's a distortion in that message because no one has a right to tell anybody when they're going to die. And unfortunately, most of our people believe it when a person speaks with authority. And I thank God every day that when I was troubled with that information, I turned to Him. And He clarified everything, and therefore I've dedicated my life fundisa and teach those because it's in the Bible that people perish because of lack of knowledge. So I see myself as amongst the soldiers that God uses information.
Has it ever happened to you where people, when you share your story with them, where they disagree with you and say, Criselda, it cannot be, it's not true, what's happening?
They do that all the time, but fortunately or unfortunately, they wait until they are diagnosed with a chronic condition. And then as I share, they practice what I share, and it works. And I wish people could stop being autonomous, that you wait until you have a chronic condition, then only start believing in this message. It's a simple message. Science said there's a human virus that causes immune deficiency, and God said, feed off the seed. When you feed off the seed, all these diseases will not happen. And God said, I gave my son to take away all disease. And if we go back to those basics, there need not be people who are perishing as we're seeing right now.
Okugqibela uCriselda nomsebenzi owenzayo umbono wakho uphi, your long-term vision?
I wish in my lifetime that the promises we made 18 years ago, that it not only becomes the responsibility of government, but it becomes the responsibility of those people who became enriched in a system that was called apartheid, which was injustice of its worst kind. That you find people who are blessed, who will go back and look at their blessings and decide, which I know I did not earn this, I don't deserve it, therefore give back to the communities. I wish for the times when a person is employed to provide social services, they provide social services, not self-service. When a person is tasked with providing health services, they provide health services, not aid services. And I mean, the list goes on and on. Home affairs, you cannot pride yourselves as a government 18 years ago where you provide people with matchboxes and call them homes. It doesn't make sense. When you go into a home and Abantaba is 16 and you build a 3-roomed house, how do you fit in 16 people in a 3-roomed house? We know this, we come from these communities. I wish what we call government homes could be bigger and embrace who we are. You go to Ezlalini, you don't find Opondoikana be 3-room. But this is what we've introduced, the Malokshin. And we need to stop this. We need to create an Africa where everybody feels equal, where everybody feels loved, where everybody feels at home. Let's practice this thing as ibizu Ubuntu. Ubuntu says ungumtu because dingumtu because nawe ukhona.
Enkosi kakhulu siyabulela.
Nkosi, thank you very much for
Thanks
the
a lot.
opportunity.
Thank you very much. Ukhani ke lo besincokola naye apho ngusisi ndikuchazele ndathi ngukumkanikazi uyambona nawe uyokoyoko kambe ke umyalezo wakhe ucace ca okwekati emhlophe ehlungwini.